I was watching this video and it caught my eyes. I decided to report on this because this is so significant. This is so important. American scientists, they are now shocked. They're shocked to see these developments in Saudi Arabia. We know why they are shocked. We know why Saudi Arabia is making this progress so fast and how that is happening. Let's take a look at this video because, again, as I said, I found this video to be so amazing, so shocking. You should watch.
Diverse topography. Regional temperature variations exist. In the summer, the desert can hit over 110 degrees Fahrenheit, while in the north and center of the nation, it can get below freezing in the winter. But recently, a miraculous turnaround has happened, and Saudi Arabia has used numerous modern technologies to solve its problem and turned many of its desert areas into green farmland.
Okay, so let's pause here for a little bit and let me explain to you a few things very important as we talk about the end of time, right? Number one is that, dear brothers and sisters, as we know, before the coming of the Dajjal, there will be 3 years of droughts. 3 years. What we see now in Saudi Arabia, it is a huge development. Overnight, they changed upside down everything, pretty much. Everything they're touching, it is getting complete makeup, a new makeup. Why that is happening? It is perhaps because Allah Azza wa Jal is giving Saudi Arabia, the people of Saudi Arabia, last chance to really taste the result of their hard work. I have one person commenting from 1981 to 1998, for almost more than 20 years, she lived in Saudi Arabia. She said that Saudi Arabia, the people there, the government there, they worked really hard to make this country the way it is right now. And she said that Saudi Arabia, they had a lot of patience. So perhaps Allah Azza wa Jal is giving them that last chance to taste the flavor of their hard work and the result of it before the coming of the Dajjal. As we know, we are preparing for a very disastrous time with the global warming. Everything is changing also at the same time very rapidly. You can only use technology that much. After some point, when the weather will be completely upside down, no rain will pour from the sky, you will not see agricultural growth. When those things are happening so fast, I mean, you can use your technology to only go that far. This is exactly what is happening right now with Saudi Arabia. So before the coming of the Dajjal, things will be very difficult, very tough. So when I said this is why perhaps Allah is letting them taste their hard work, the fruits of it, I'm not mistaken, because indeed we're living at the very end of time. We're living at the very end of time when the Alamat as-Saa is taking place almost on a regular basis. Let's take a look at this video a little bit more.
The typical annual rainfall in Saudi Arabia is only 4 inches. Saudi Arabia is one of the world's water-scarce countries, even though 97% of its population has access to drinkable water.
This video was talking about the rapid growth of urbanization in Saudi Arabia, and it was showing us that things have changed so fast that American scientists, they're baffled, they're shocked to see this progress made by Saudi Arabia. And we know right now, in terms of political situation, Saudi Arabia is coming out as a powerful country. They are influencing other countries' foreign policy decisions, especially in the Middle East. Even today, US, they are in big trouble because they managed to make MBS unhappy with Joe Biden. But that's beside the point. Inside Saudi Arabia, we are seeing same situation. People are enjoying a lifestyle that they have never expected. If you remember the Qub Maqab, I think that's what they call it, that huge building. I mean, no one in the world have ever seen something like this. But the Saudi Arabian people, they're enjoying it. So things are changing very fast. That's the point. And at one point, what you will see, all of these things will stop. All of these things will stop when the coming of the Dajjal, Ya'juj and Ma'juj, and the end of time, Alamat as-Saa, all of these things will be about to coming, in real life happening. We will see all of these things will stop. Now, let me tell you a few other things. We also know how the Euphrates River is drying up. At the same time, you can argue that using technology, this water receding in Euphrates River can be stopped. But take a look at the hadith. The prophecy said the Euphrates River is going to dry up and it will give up gold. We are seeing 3 countries, Syria, Iraq, and Turkey, who share this Euphrates River, no country, all of these three countries, especially for Turkey, I mean, they're very advanced in terms of technology. They are not able to actually stop the drying up of the Euphrates River. So no, technology cannot stop from the manifestation, of the hadith coming true in our life, and even after we are gone. Technology is not the answer. Saudi Arabia, they are trying their best to improve technology, and they're using it for agricultural growth and so many other things. Let's take a look.
500 cubic meters per person per year is the absolute water shortage threshold. Only 89.5 cubic meters per person are produced annually in Saudi Arabia. Even though the kingdom has high water access rates, severe overconsumption, and a lack of trustworthy renewable water sources have elevated this problem to a top priority. The most valuable natural substance in Saudi Arabia, in the opinion of many, is oil. Water, however, is becoming more valuable due to the water problem in Saudi Arabia.
Let's talk about the hadith that I mentioned to you in the beginning of this video, or the one I wanted to mention to you. And that hadith is this phenomena. Rasulullah said, before the end of time, when the alamat will, all of them, you will see the minor signs I'm talking about. You'll also see one of the signs would be that Saudi Arabia's land will turn into greenery. Okay, لا تقوم الساعة حتى تود الأرض مروجا وأنهارا. The hour will not establish until you see the land of the Arabs will become muruja or anhara, in luscious green, lot of water streams. You will see them all over Saudi Arabia, all over the Arabian countries. This is exactly what is happening. If you go to Saudi Arabia and you see desert these days, you'll be shocked. But if you see greenery, this is something becoming common. People are not surprised to see Saudi Arabia, these mountains turning completely green, this desert turning completely green. And the reason for that, again, going back to using that technology that is baffling American scientists, they have been able to manage, they have been planting a lot of trees, and they are changing the entire landscape. Even the non-Muslims, they're taking notice of. So this is the hadith that is coming true every single day, every single time we talk about end of time, alamat as-saa. And this is a lesson for those people who do not want to believe in hadith. And a lot of you guys, they doubt about end of time hadith. A lot of ulama these days, unfortunately, ulama, they call themselves ulama, they are actually denying any hadith regarding the Mahdi, the coming of the Mahdi. They say these are all bogus nonsense. These are not mentioned in Sahih Muslim al-Bukhari. But subhanallah, even the Sahih hadith reported in Sunan Ibn Majah, other Sunan, they will still reject those hadiths and say Mahdi is not coming. But for these people, these are signs really to turn back to Allah Azza wa Jal, as Allah said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu udkhulu fil silmi kaffa wa la tattabi khutuwati shaitan innahum lakum aduwwan mubin. That, oh, you believe, enter into the religion completely, means take Quran and Hadith, all of them together, and do not fall into the trap of the waswas of shaitan, because he is a clear enemy to you. Subhanallah, a lot of people are falling into this trap, even though they know hadith, even though they know a lot of things. It's not that they have no knowledge, it's just that they have decided not to follow these hadiths and ignore them altogether and remain misguided the way we do not want to be. Muhammad Salman, hi bro. AQ, CPU, Jazakallah khair for tuning in. Rubel Khan, Zain 313. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining in. If you have any comments, leave the comment section below. We'll talk about more about MBS, Mahmud bin Salman, Saudi Arabia in the coming days. Assalamu alaikum.